Hey, welcome to the family. Today we're going to kind of go over some of the things you're going to receive in the mail to start making and producing our pizzas. I was go over a few of the things that you're going to get. Number one thing is a pair of scissors. That's going to be for opening the pizza bags. We also have a cooling rack and also a cutting board. The cooling rack will be what you'll be placing your pizza on immediately after pulling it out of the oven. We also have a pizza cutter here to cut the pizzas into your pieces. We have a brush. We're also sending you a little cart here. You can put butter and garlic. This is for buttering the crust. And lastly, the tool to pull the pizzas in and out of the oven so you don't have to touch it with those spatula. This is your oven you're going to receive. And when you receive it, there's a couple things we just want to go over. When you pull this piece of plastic off this oven, there's something that sometimes is in here that's pretty important, and that's this right here. You will find that sometimes in this bag just due to shipping. So make sure when you pull that bag off, keep your eye for that little screw. It's got a bottom tray for crumbs and things, and make sure you're taking this off as well for cooking. Now this right here is all the stuff you need to put it together. So if you just pull this out, there's a little wrap right here that has the door, and sometimes you kind of have to work it out. You can pull these out because these aren't necessary. These aren't really necessary, but they kind of help hold everything in here so things don't break. So right now we got a little problem there, and you can just see I'm just pulling that out. And there we go. So what we're going to do is just cut this open and be careful. This is a glass piece in here, and that's why it's wrapped so well, so tight. Handle, got a tool, some instructions. And there's your door. So we go over a few of the door items. There's going to be some parts when you take it apart. Like I showed you earlier, this one was in the plastic. So you need to keep your eye out for that and that washer. Also, there's a little plastic washer, okay? That's important. There's also a nut. That is not important. You won't need it. And the way we're going to put this together is we're going to take this little bolt with a metal washer, which will go through the grate, and then you're going to put the plastic washer on. Okay, the plastic washer, that will go through the door, like so. So you notice there's a little lip on here. The grate should fit right there. You take your handle and screw it on. It works pretty well just by hand tightening. If you want to get a little tighter, you can use this supplied Allen wrench. Just give it a little tug, not too much. And there's your door. Before you start cooking your pizza, after you've gotten your oven put together, is you'll want to do a little what we call a burn off. During manufacturing, there's oils that get on the metal that they need to use. So just go ahead and turn it up to the 425 to cook your pizza. Leave it on there for 20, 30 minutes. You'll be able to tell, you'll be able to smell it when it first turns on. Usually 20, 30 minutes, you'll have all the burn off you need, then you can start cooking pizzas. This is how we get started with our pizza. Comes in a pack, you'll notice, vacuum sealed. You're just gonna take your scissors and make a cut. And generally 2 cuts will work, just one down each side. Fill it up. A little bit of separation. And remember, these pizzas, you want them to go in frozen, and one of the reasons is when they thaw out, they'll get very delicate around the edges, like right around here. So it's pretty important to have those things go in frozen. Sometimes they get a little sticky. And there we go. You can open it up. Just set it right there in the middle of the rack. The burners are made to fit our pizza. Slide it in. Let me explain some of the controls on the oven. So here you have your timer. Something that's important, when the timer goes off, the oven will continue cooking. So it's important to know that you might have to have an alternate way of, if you're not always here at the oven, of knowing when its time is up. The other setting we have is our temperature setting, and right now that's at 425. That's our set temperature. And on the bottom is our light, which you probably want to do in order to tell if the pizza, when it's completely cooked. Oh, it's ready. One way's the most important thing to look at for the pizza being complete is that it's bubbling in the middle. So you can see here, all around the edge is bubbling, but also in the middle. That means you got a good pie. Another good way of knowing is when you pick it up with the spatula, look, it's nice, stiff as a board. That's a beautiful crust and a beautiful cook. You notice on top of the oven, I have a container here. This container will be garlic butter. And if you just set it right on top of here, it'll keep it nice and warm and melted. We don't have any on this. We're just using this as an example, but what you do is dip it in your garlic butter and go all the way around, dip it in. You could always put too little, but you can never put too much. Now we set it on the cooling rack initially, just to help with the condensation and help for the crisp of the crust. Once we're done buttering it, we can set it right on here. For cutting the pie, it's always 6 pizzas, so 1 down lengthwise on the long end, and then 2 narrow. There you go. Now that is a good pizza. Be careful when you bite it out of the oven. It's really, really hot. You'll burn your mouth, but it's worth it.